The arena fell into silence. Not because of a loss. Not because of a betrayal. But because one of WWE's most vital stars, Seth Rollins, fell in battle. And not by choice. Saturday night's main event was meant to be another unforgettable chapter in the escalating war between Rollins and LA Knight. For weeks, the back and forth had sizzled on the mic, seared through promos, and scorched through social media. Fans were primed for war. For a clash of characters, the visionary versus the megastar. It was destined to be epic. And yet, it ended in a way no one could have scripted. The moment came suddenly. A wrong plant of the foot. A twist of the knee. A stumble that didn't look like part of the performance. In that split second, everything changed. The crowd knew. The referee knew. LA Knight knew. And most heartbreakingly, Seth knew. The match ended awkwardly. The winner was declared. But no one celebrated. The win for LA Knight was legitimate, but unintentional. The real story wasn't who stood tall. It was who stayed down. Seth Rollins was hurt. And WWE is now faced with the reality that their cornerstone, their heartbeat, their workhorse, will be absent. This isn't just about a missing match. This is about a void across every inch of the red brand. Monday Night Raw without Rollins isn't just thinner. It's quieter. It's colder. Seth Rollins hasn't just been a superstar. He's been the superstar. The man who could deliver any match. Any promo. Any feud. Any night. Week after week. Show after show. But he didn't do it alone. He created something bigger. A vision. A faction. A movement. With Paul Heyman whispering genius in his ear, Bronson Reed bringing the mass, and Braun Breaker injecting youth and fury, Seth built a machine. And now, that machine must keep running, without its visionary. Yet in every storm, there are anchors. And now, WWE must look within. Because while Rollins recovers, someone must step up. Someone must carry the torch, even if they know they didn't ignite it. Braun Breaker stands as the most obvious heir. Explosive, powerful, determined. He's the embodiment of speed and strength, and with Rollins gone, this could be his time to rise from enforcer to centerpiece. Paul Heyman remains as the brain, the manipulator, the puppeteer behind the pulpit. Heyman has proven time and time again that he can mold any star into a main event attraction. Now, he must mold Breaker, shape Reed, and perhaps, reach into the shadows and bring in new blood. Bronson Reed, too, cannot be ignored. For too long he stood as the boulder behind the throne. Now, maybe it's time for the boulder to move forward. To flatten those who stand in the way and claim more than just allegiance, claim authority. But what if the answer lies beyond the faction? What if Monday Night Raw needs a counterbalance? Enter Cody Rhodes. A man on a mission. A hero not just in name, but in drive. With Seth gone, Cody could re-emerge as the soul of Raw. The man who never misses a step. Who never fumbles the mic. Who thrives under pressure. He's walked beside Rollins. He's clashed with him. And now, he may need to protect the house Rollins helped build. Then there's LA Knight himself. He never asked for the victory to come this way. He didn't want to rise on another man's misfortune. But opportunity doesn't wait. And now, Knight must navigate the murky waters of success earned, but not quite seized. Will he step back out of guilt, or lean forward into destiny? WWE has choices. They have stars hungry for more. They have stories waiting to be told. But none of them come easy. Rollins brought not just fire in the ring, but purpose to programming. He made every feud personal. Every segment meaningful. Every match unforgettable. That kind of energy can't simply be copied. It must be reborn. Backstage, producers, writers, and performers all feel the tremor of his absence. Because Seth wasn't just a top guy, he was the guy they could count on. The bridge between eras. The connector between legends and future. From carrying brands during pandemic silence to stealing the show at WrestleMania, he's done it all. And now, for the first time in years, we must ask, who will? Kevin Owens could be a contender. Gritty, real, relatable. He's always one fire promo away from taking over a division. Finn Balor lurks too. Dark, focused, hungry. A renewed push for the Prince could fill that Rollins-shaped void in unpredictability and style. Even Shinsuke Nakamura could ride the shockwave. Mysterious, magnetic, capable of crafting art in combat. But let's not ignore the elephant in the arena, Roman Reigns. With Seth out, Roman's absence from weekly television grows louder. His presence, though far from Raw, becomes more needed. Could this be the moment the tribal chief returns to Raw, even if for a single strike? Or does WWE allow the new blood to take the wheel entirely? Perhaps this is when stars like Grayson Waller, Carmelo Hayes, or Ilya Dragunov seize airtime and challenge the structure itself. Because Rollins' absence is not just a hole. It's a test for WWE's depth. Its ability to adapt, to evolve. And it's not the first time this company has faced such a test. Injuries have sidelined legends before. From Stone Cold to John Cena. From Edge to Daniel Bryan. Every time, the system trembled. But it didn't break. Because WWE is more than one man. It's a living, breathing legacy. And every chapter, every detour, only deepens the story. Still, no one can replace Seth. They can only honor him through effort. Through risk. Through reinvention. And while he's away, recovering, rebuilding, rediscovering, he'll still be watching. Still plotting. Still envisioning. Because that's what visionaries do. They don't fade. They reset. And when Seth Rollins returns, and he won't ask for his spot back. He'll take it. With style. With fury. With a knee that once buckled but never broke the man. Until then, the roster must rise. Raw must roar. And the WWE Universe must rally. Because while the visionary rests, the vision must continue.